Jake, very good to see you.
Liam, very good to see you. For fans of the pod, for both of the fans of the pod, we are still in Manchester. We're still in our block of records that we're doing in Manchester, which is very exciting. But I think in all the excitement, we have forgotten everything.
Yeah, it's thrown us out of whack, hasn't
We've forgotten pen and paper. If you watch on YouTube, you'll see that in these batch of records, we are really writing on quite scrappy bits of paper.
They are
bits
quite
of
integral
receipts.
for pub quizzes.
You
really.
do need them. We've forgotten a receptacle from which to read the questions. Normally I print scripts out, forgot to do that. A backup is bring an iPad, forgot to do that. Using my laptop. We've forgotten one of the producers.
Yeah.
He's at home.
Yeah. So we're one producer.
We've forgotten. I think we've forgotten how to do it as well.
Yeah.
We've forgotten sort of how to do it.
There was a bit before the first one with Stephen where I was like, "What's the format?
How do we do this
again? What is it
there
again?
was a bit at the end where we sort of like reviewed the quizzes and we were like, "What's the category?
What did
Just
we do?
out of 10, what do you think it is? I don't know." One thing I haven't forgotten though is how much I love your company.
Ah,
Sorry, I don't know why. I don't.
Men's Mental Health Podcast.
Yeah, I know. It should be sponsored to say something like that.
So Jake, who have we got on today?
We've got on a very exciting person who I met for the first time in the flesh when I was doing my Edinburgh Fringe show. But I think people will just know his face because he's got something mad like 2 million Instagram followers.
Million?
I don't know what it is on TikTok, but 2 million on Instagram itself is just crazy. Very funny, very charming. Former teacher.
Really?
Don't know if you knew that.
What did he
Former
teach?
teacher. Chemistry, I believe, but we'll find out more, I'm
Yeah,
sure. It is Shabaz Ali, and I think we're all going to get on very well, and it's just another reason why coming to Manchester has been such a beautiful idea.
Yeah.
Should we meet him?
Yes.
Let's do it. Joining our pub quiz team this week is a comedian that is no stranger to an exam in harsh conditions. It's Shabaz Ali.
That was a good one.
It's nice. It's a little bit. We actually don't write those intros. It's our wonderful producer, and it's always nice when you think, "Gosh, he's really put some effort into researching who you are before you're a comedian as well." Why would you have an exam in harsh conditions? What's that all about? What does that allude to?
I was a teacher.
There we go. It's a pub quiz pod exclusive.
What did you teach?
Chemistry, high school.
Really? Second, how was that?
I loved it. Best job ever. Like, I think a lot of people would think it's harder than it is. I'd find the younger ones harder. So I used to find year 7 quite difficult to deal with, whereas the year 10s and 11s, then 12 and 13, they were easy to
They're the ones that would scare me, I think.
No, believe it or not, they're actually easier to manage because they want to be treated older, and I would treat them like that rather than be like, rather than me just. Whereas the younger ones, I just couldn't be harsh. I found being harsh was hard, whereas with adults, you can be a bit sarcastic. You can, you know what I mean? With the older ones, I could be a bit sarcastic. Like, what's wrong with you? Get out of my room. You know,
whereas sort of respect, you're giving it a bit back.
Yeah. Whereas the younger ones start crying, and then you're like, oh God, now I've got a kid crying. Like, it's snotting everywhere. Whereas, and you feel bad for like an 11-year-old you've told off for something really stupid, like a school rule. Whereas like a teenager, you can just say to him like, sort your tie out. What's wrong with you? And it doesn't feel...
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Whereas an 11-year-old like, what is wrong with me? I don't know. I can't grow pubic hair. I can't. There must be something wrong with me.
Yeah, like they go tell their mums that, Mr. Ali said there's something wrong with me, and then the mums complain.
Did you ever lose your shit at someone?
Yeah, one time.
Really?
Alfie, I remember him. Alfie, if you're watching this, I remember that day. I've never lost it with any other kid except this one kid.
Go on.
Alfie was he was really did not care. And that's what bothered me so much about it. Like, you'd say stuff, and what he'd do is he'd gaslight you. So you'd go, Alfie, why are you throwing pens across the room? What's wrong with you? Why are you always going on? Like, what? He'd make you feel stupid, and that was the worst thing to have. Like, somebody, you're messing up, and they're making me
like you're a weirdo for thinking it's bad to throw pens.
Like,
maybe I'm a bit sick in the mud. I'll throw my pen.
Like, why you getting all like, why get mad? I hate that.
I hate that.
So he just made me lose it. But I thought that's why I remember him, because Alfie's the only kid that I ever lost my shit.
Any quotes from the outburst that sort of stay in your head, or would you, had you just totally seen red and you don't?
I just totally seen red, and like, so it just went, I don't.
Shouted.
Yeah, just my volume. I never ever raised volume, so it was always like with the kids in my class, they always knew that when they were annoying me. So I never followed like the consequence system as the school does. I was just kind of like, stop it, right, stop it. And I constantly tell, I'd put the ownership on you. So like, when I send you out of the classroom, you're not going to be feeling like, oh, he's mugged me off, because you know why I've sent you out. I've given you plenty of chances. So when I go out there, I'm like, why have I sent you out? You know full well, like, okay, I messed up. That's better than me just going, right, get out of my classroom, and you're like, well, what did I do? Well, you know that you've thrown a pen, You've been talking when I am. You've not done your work. You're messing around.
Really getting flashbacks, actually.
I was there.
feel
I was
like
there.
See, I was good. I was a good teacher.
You are. Well, I imagine you were.
Yeah.
You've got a very nice manner about you.
Yeah.
You're obviously very funny. You're engaging. It's sort of what every.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
a dream,
funny.
dream
Do you
teacher.
remember, like, as a kid at school, like, teachers shouting was just, like, part and parcel? But then as an adult, you're like, I
mad.
can't remember the last time I shouted.
like
Or someone
raising
shouted
your
at me.
volume.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what?
I find
Why
with
is
the
everyone
older
shouting?
teachers, they still did. I think it's an older person
Yeah.
thing. So I felt like the boomer lot shouted up all the time. Like, and I was like, why are you? You can say the same sentence without having to raise
Yeah.
volume. He just made me see red because he was.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
understandable.
like, I'm
Sounds like a right
constantly
thing,
saying
yeah.
the same things over and over, and he just didn't care. And his parents blamed us. It was just that.
Did
one.
any of those older teachers, sort of in the staff room when no one was looking, just sort of say, "Do you know what? I actually would like it if we could still cane them."
Oh yeah, we did it all the time. We swore
Oh,
at
really?
kids. Yeah, we swore about kids. I'd open the class because
No, I'm saying,
No.
I'm saying,
We should
any of those
beat
old
them.
teachers,
Yeah,
we should
yeah.
be able to beat them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, we did it all the
time.
time. Exactly. I was like, no, I'll clarify for Shabaz.
me,
And he's
the
like,
idea-
no, we did do that.
Yeah, the idea of like being able to beat them. There
Yeah.
were some kids that needed a good beating. Absolutely, like that's. I'm not ashamed to say that if the parents smacked them, they'd be in a better place.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, some people. I think some human beings. Do you when you meet a person, you think you have not been smacked before?
Yeah.
Because if you'd been smacked before, you'd have less of like every person.
We've had a few on the pod, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every person, it's a rite of passage. I feel like you need to be smacked to know not to mess with certain things. You know what I mean? So I feel like some kids just didn't need a good punch in the face.
Well, I hope
Were
I
you-
do
were
well
you-
on the
were
quiz,
you-
otherwise I'm
yeah.
going to get a smack bossy today.
Were you ever smacked as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was smacked as a kid,
I
yeah.
was. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the most. I don't think we've had this debate on the podcast.
We've never talked about this on the pod. I was,
I
yeah.
genuinely
I mean,
don't-
it wasn't an everyday occurrence.
No.
I mean, it's probably happened like...
If it's an everyday occurrence, that's bad, isn't it? But
Yeah,
if it happens
yeah.
like once a month because you've done something quite severe, that's
but
good.
it keeps you in
Yeah.
line. It kept
Once
me
a
in
month
line.
feels quite a lot.
I was a bit of a cheeky boy.
Really?
Yeah. A little bit naughty. Yeah.
Go on then. I know what I've done.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Nicked my dad's inhaler once, got dragged in by the ear.
Are you saying that once a month was a lot?
I think once a month's
Oh, we
quite
got
a lot.
we got beats all the time.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
Maybe I was hitting once a quarter, once a financial quarter.
No, we got beats.
Suggest I was getting
On the big blowout. End of the quarter.
Suggest I was getting a smack because I hadn't got my VAT return in. Well, yeah, you've been a bad boy. There you go.
Sounds right.
So I think as a teacher, because you're not, I mean, I don't want to be one of those people that sort of like rates certain subjects as being more worthy of others, but like you weren't doing a DOS one. You were doing chemistry. Like you're doing
I
the
wasn't
real
painting
deal.
art and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Or banging computers and calling it computer science. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pressing a few buttons on an Excel spreadsheet and
It
calling it
actually
computer
is
science.
easy,
you know
isn't
what I
it?
mean?
The teacher's just showing you how to use Word.
Yeah.
And that'll up the font.
Or like if you think about primary school teacher, what are you doing? You're like day one colouring, day two traffic lights, day three graduation. Like what?
So as a scientist, a teacher, are you going to be very good at a quiz?
I'm good at. I
Do you have time to
no,
quiz?
see, I was on the weakest link.
What?
I got voted out second round.
How have you had
But I was
time
the
to do all this
strongest
shit,
link.
Shabaz? I don't know where you've had time to do all this stuff.
No, I was the strongest link in the first round, so I got all the questions right, science questions right. However, in the second round, they asked the woman next to me, what's 4 plus 5?
No, they didn't.
I swear to you. And they asked me to look at what was the river in France called. I'm sorry, I grew up poor. I wasn't doing geography. I wasn't going down to the rivers in France. I didn't know what it was, the River Seine apparently.
Yeah.
So I got voted out for that.
Is that luck of the questions, or do you think they know what they're going, she's a bit
We
thick.
want to keep them in.
Let's keep
I don't
them in.
know. I feel like maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
We'll see.
I have to say,
As a TV producer.
As a TV producer, sorry to
Never
bang the
step
drum.
foot in that building again.
As a former TV producer for quiz, I would say they are bound by very strict
That's true,
regulations
that's true, yeah.
when there's money involved.
Yeah.
However,
Was it celebrity or?
The celebrity one, yeah.
in that case, they're not bound
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
So they might have fixed it. Sorry, I didn't realise it was a celebrity
But
one.
this is the worst one.
If it was celebrity one, they might have just done whatever
Then
they
I got
wanted.
kicked out before Joey Essex.
Oh,
I know that one.
That doesn't
you got
bode-
kicked out in the next
Doesn't
round.
bode well for
That's
us.
But we
really
both
bad.
got 2 questions wrong. But then they all ganged up and voted me out. But I went, I'm such a sore loser. So I went a lot. I lost it.
Really?
I saw red. I was cussing everyone out. Paul Burrell was
Only
on
once
it.
in my life have I shouted at a kid.
Paul Burrell was on it, and he goes to me. He goes, "Oh, I knew the answer to that." I was like, "Yeah, but what do you know else? What else do you know? Your claim to fame is just banging on about Diana for the last 20 years." And then there was a woman next to me, and she was like, "I knew what the river was." I was like, "Yeah, because you're old. Of course, you've lived long."
She doesn't even get a name check. She's just some woman.
Yeah.
It's all celebs.
Some woman.
Joey Essex, Paul Burrell, some fucking woman.
Some woman you knew 5+4 was
I'm
9.
telling you, I didn't know she was like a presenter from BBC like 20 years ago.
But the thing is, Shabaz,
Even
right?
Ramesh stopped me, and so Ramesh stopped and went, "Wow, Shabaz is hiding his feelings well, isn't it?"
But hang on a minute. They normally group the bits like, so welcome to Celebrity Weakest Link. It's TV presenters from the 90s. Or welcome to the Weakest Link. It's boy bands. If you've got Paul Burrell, Joey Essex, you and some woman, what was the thing of that one?
They had that comedian, the one that works with. She's a blonde comedian she's with Nish. And she does like this news segment bit.
Rachel Paris.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was on it. And then the woman of Loose Women, she was on it.
Denise Welch?
No, the head one, not the one that sits on the end, the more important
Headless
one.
woman. Oh yeah, Christine Blakely.
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know their names. Yeah, her. She was on it. So
Not,
there's quite a few people.
not Janet Street Porter.
No, you'd remember her.
Shabaz, do you have an interesting fact for us?
I do have an interesting fact. Right, I had to write it down because I wanted to get it right. But so there are sounds so low that they make people feel watched, anxious, or sick without hearing anything. It's called infrasound, right? Infrasound can cause paranoia, dread. So some haunted places turned out to be badly designed buildings. Because what happens is your brain fills in the gaps because it doesn't hear the sound, but the physics is tricking your brain into thinking there's something wrong with around you, that you end up thinking, you start seeing hallucinations and stuff. So I've got more of it, right? The twist is that you're not hearing anything. It just means your body's reacting to it. Your ears aren't picking the sound up because it's on below 20 hertz. And it can cause anxiety, unease, nausea, chills, paranoia, the feeling of being watched, chest tightness, a sense of something is wrong with no explanation. And that's why people usually go like, "Oh God, there's something weird about this room," or feel odd about it. It's because there's a really low frequency that you can't hear.
And what can that be caused by? Is
So
it just
building
like...
acoustics. So in the 1900s, there was a guy that went to investigate this haunted hospital, and it turned out there was weird pipes and building work that was causing a really low humming sound, which was making people feel uneasy because it even shakes your pupils a little bit, which causes hallucinations. And it also activates the fear center in your brain.
Right.
So a lot of hauntings aren't really hauntings.
I think 80% of guests we'd have on their fact would have been there's a frequency that can so low it can make you quite paranoid and fearful. Interesting, great.
And they'd leave it.
That is you're very intelligent.
Yeah.
Because no one else
would have thought that's interesting, but I want to give these lads
that is the first time it's felt like having an intellectual on the podcast.
Because I knew about it. I knew about the fact because I'll tell you where I learnt it was Adele put it in Set Fire to the Rain. So
okay. We were going well for a while, weren't we?
Okay. She put it in she put that low frequency in it because it irritates your ears and her voice is supposed to soothe you. So that's why people love that song.
Wow.
So that slow frequency irritates your ears when you've got it in. So you're listening to the sound and there's something that's really bothering you, but you don't know what it is. And her voice is supposed to set that soothing.
Adele, you conniving little bastard.
Yes.
Do you know what, Adele?
Hey, another one for you. Yeah. They say that it's used in warfare. So the Russians have been using it in everything that's going on. But Trump also used a very low frequency because when he went invaded Venezuela, the guards have actually come out and said that there was some kind of noise that we all started being sick. We just don't know why. We just heard a noise, and every single one of them started throwing up, and they lost their minds because of the low frequency. So it can be used as a warfare.
Isn't there one that makes you poo as well?
Possibly.
Must be on my headphones non-stop.
Brown noise.
Brown noise.
Brown noise.
Yeah. I think it is genuinely. Yeah.
Really, it makes you want to poo.
Yeah.
I think brown noise is good if you have ADHD. I put it on in my ears, and then it helps silence the thoughts. It's really good.
One of the best facts we've ever had on the pod. Thank you so much for that.
That's genuinely.
And honestly, and good news for you, the pressure's off now for the team name. It can be fucking whatever it wants to be. There's no need to impress here at all.
I was just going to call us the Povos.
The Povos.
Yeah.
The Povos.
Okay, lovely stuff.
Yes. You're up north, aren't you?
Right, and off we go. So
honestly, I've not said this for a while, but I think I've got a good feeling about the score we're going to get as this team. No pressure.
Right.
Even with that drone of the fan behind us.
We've got it.
Okay, so each week we get sent a genuine pub quiz from a genuine quizmaster. And this week it marks the return of our OG gladiator. It's the big purple German dinosaur. It's Barney Fritz. And you can check out his quiz at the Snooty Fox in Canonbury. And his quiz is on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. I feel like every quiz that gets sent in is on a Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, there's a lot on Tuesday.
Because no one's doing anything on a Tuesday.
I think Tuesdays is Tuesday.
You can't do Monday because people go, I'm not going out.
Yeah, not on a Monday.
Yeah.
I think personally 8 p.m. is quite late to start.
It is.
And whenever I've heard, sort of occasionally we had ones when they're sent in, it's like, oh, come and see it at Sunday at 8:30. No, it won't.
Yeah.
Sunday at
You know what's
8:30.
nice about it being early is like you ideally want it to finish at like 8, half 8, because if you're all having a good time and you want there to be a good couple of hours of sort of night out ahead
Not
of
if
you.
you've got work the next day. Like on a Friday night, 8 p.m, perfect. That's the right time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But on a Tuesday.
We got a message from Barney, and when he sent the quiz in, he said, an update from me is I also host funerals now as well.
Does he?
Wow. What doing pub quizzes at funerals?
He probably
he's a
hosts it
priest.
like, as in like when they... Because white people have like drinks after, don't they? When somebody dies, they're like, oh, sorry, your mum died, but let's get pissed now.
Yeah.
So you must host that bit, innit?
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's dead, let's have a pint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple choice. What is the time of death?
How old did she die? Yeah. Who is the reason for her death?
Picture around, which of these outfits is she wearing?
Who was the second husband in the room? Was it Barry?
Who's been left all the stuff in the will?
Who's getting the least in the will?
Yeah, Barney, please elaborate on
what the hell you're fucking
what
talking
you mean
about,
by
I guess,
that.
yeah.
I mean, it sounds interesting, but I don't believe you. You can't think you're doing pub quizzes at funerals, or have you become a priest? I don't.
He's not become a priest.
Priests can't call themselves a host.
He's
can
not
they?
become a priest. I don't want.
No, because he must host the reception, not the actual funeral. He's
Yeah.
not stood up there talking about God. That the priest does. Then after, he must host the reception afterwards. I watch a lot of EastEnders. They do have a host. Yeah. It's usually Alfie.
An update from me
is.
is I also host funerals now as well.
Yeah, so he hosts funeral. So he does a pub quizzes, but then when the funerals have their reception, he hosts that for them.
Do you have hosts for that?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah. Because you want to do like
come this way now. Maybe he's the MC, I suppose.
He's an MC. Like he's not doing telling jokes and cracking jokes. He'll be doing like the guys just let you know this person's coming up to do a toast.
Yeah, but this must be. But he must be doing a quiz because else why would he tell us that?
Because he hosts quizzes, but he also now does funerals on the side.
So he's just a general host. He just hosts anything.
Just host anything.
His
Yeah.
speciality is hosting.
He'll host anything.
And that can be anything. A
Yeah.
dinner party, a funeral, a quiz. Honestly, I will host anything.
He just
a game
probably
show.
wants to work, and you.
He's like Ramesh.
Yeah.
He's like Ramesh. He'll host
Yeah, Ramesh is everywhere.
He'll
He's on
fucking host
everything. Isn't
Well, yeah, Barney. So we got some people who regularly send in quizzes, and Barney's one of them, and he's a safe pair of hands. Round 1, colours.
it? Okay.
So, which genetic condition is sometimes known as CVD, colour vision deficiency?
Okay.
Which genetic?
Well,
I think what's going to be hard for us is actually using our brains to get involved rather than just looking. And
do we
going,
write it down? Or
Immediately we just went, okay, look to you, and then off we go.
Do we write it down, or what do we do? We just
Yeah, we
answer
just write it down.
Yeah, we
So
discuss
I think
it.
colour
We're working
blindness.
together.
I guess colour blindness because colour
Yeah,
vision
simple as that.
deficiency.
Genetic condition is
Genetic condition known as CVD, but then the genetic condition is called CVD, but the common name for it might just be colour blindness.
I think sometimes
No?
you just got. Yeah, I think
Maybe-
sometimes you just got to go
maybe
with the
I'm
most
wrong.
obvious answer.
Barney, has he got a track record of being a bit of a trickster? Or?
He's
Well,
not a trickster, Barney.
listen-
We've had a few quizzes from him
okay,
before, and
fine.
he's not too much of a trickster.
No, fine.
Unless he's changed
I
his...
also think anyone that's doing a quiz on a Tuesday, where's he from?
London.
Canonbury.
Yeah.
The
He
snooty
might be a
fox.
bit smart there, innit, Canterbury. So you might have. I
Maybe
don't
it
know.
will be
Maybe
a bit.
this is Tuesday though. Maybe this is the Tuesday quiz
Yeah.
that they're a bit thick.
The only thing I'm thinking is that has Barney put this thing in about hosting funerals to show that he's got range? And is he thinking, right,
Is he
I'm
rebranding?
I'm going to show off in this quiz that I can do quite serious stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
going to do
brilliant.
quite morbid things.
Good, great,
I don't
yeah,
know, We'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay, question 2. Which Alice Walker novel became a cultural hit in 1985?
I
Don't know.
have no idea.
Can't read.
Alice Walker novel, cultural hit in 19. No, that could be so many.
Are you a reader?
I am a reader,
Are you?
and the name does sound familiar, but I just
Oh, I know what it is. I've never read it,
Alice Walker.
but I've realised this is all about colours, isn't it?
Oh,
idiots.
the color
yeah.
purple.
The colour purple. Yes, Shabaz! The colour purple. Which makes
I
me
feel
want
like we do that so much we forget that like the title of a round is often a clue.
Yeah, colors. Yeah.
Number 3, which element on the periodic table gets its name from the Greek word for colour?
Oh my god, that is so bad. I should know this.
You are kidding me.
Oh, I should know
You are
this.
kidding me.
Which element of the periodic table gets its name from the Greek word for color?
We've done, I would say, a lot of chemistry teachers
So
at the start of this episode.
It's so bad. Which element on the periodic table gets a name from the Greek word for colour? Okay.
Do you want to go through them all? We've got time.
No, I'm trying to think of which one of them sounds the most Greek.
Is there also any clue in like why a certain element would be named after a Greek word for colour?
Oh, would it be because it burns a very colourful flame?
Yeah, one of those. So it's got to be group 1.
Why has it got to be group 1?
Because
I'm so excited for this.
they're the ones that burn the colour.
Really?
Yeah, and then only transition metals and group 1 burn colours.
So what's in group 1 then?
Can I just say, your face lights up when you
I
talk
love
about
chemistry.
When you talk about the periodic
I
table,
do
your
love it.
face lights up.
What's in
the
group-
fondness you had in your eyes when you
Yeah.
talked about group 1. Oh, group 1.
Apart from fucking Alfie.
Sodium? No, but sodium just wouldn't work. Potassium.
Greek word for colour.
Lithium. Greek word. Think about a Greek, like the Greek word.
So helium
Caesar.
is...
Cesium.
Cesium.
That sounds quite Greek, doesn't it?
No, because it's named after Julius Caesar,
Okay.
so I don't know if that's technically right.
Okay, well, that probably wouldn't be right then. What about helium?
Helium. It's yeah, fine, but I don't think.
I just know it's a Greek word, Helios or Helios.
Oh, is
helio
it?
or something.
Oh yeah, fine.
Well, if we,
Yeah.
that's a big clue if we know
That's
it's a Greek
so
word.
annoying.
Yeah, but I feel like
I just
there's-
added healing.
It might
know
not
it's
be
a Greek
anything to do
word.
with burning. It might just be that its name
Yeah.
gets its name from the Greek word for
But
color.
helium is a colourless gas, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Unless it's in a very colourful balloon.
I would say. I'm trying to think. None of those.
Shabaz,
words.
this is pretty bad for me,
No,
man.
it's
This is
the
really, really
worst
bad.
one. You couldn't.
What's on your shortlist?
No, I have no idea because I don't know which ones sound Greek, and I don't know Greek, do I?
What are the ones that sort of burn it quite?
Okay, so I'll tell you the ones that burn really nicely.
That's really nice, that burn.
Magnesium burns quite nicely.
Yeah.
Copper burns green.
Copper's got colour, something. And it's also
Let's go
colourful.
copper. Just go copper and move on.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Tungsten. I don't know.
In my head, I was really sort of thinking a 15 out of 15 could be. I didn't want to say it.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought this could have
Don't
been
say
it.
that.
I have to say, chemistry is now I'm sort of like putting my mind back
Yeah.
into the moment of being a chemistry student. The best lesson for dicking about. You get fucking
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I
much
used
fun.
to.
I never did experiments.
Did you like leaving the gas taps on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
love doing that.
yeah, it's bad.
Blowing the place
Not,
up.
it's not
What
on,
do
but
they
it's-
expect putting gas taps in the middle
Yeah,
of the table?
Yeah, but
Imagine
I
putting
said the-
gas
they've
taps
changed.
around kids.
It's changed now though because you press a button and everything just shuts off.
Oh.
So whereas
Yeah,
before,
why wasn't that the system? It's mental.
but you can't do it because even if you light thing, it doesn't it wouldn't blow the desk off
Right.
because it has a backflow. It
What's the
stops-
most dangerous experiment you ever did?
I did one with hydrogen peroxide and a catalyst, and it ended up blowing up. I got it in my eye, ended up burning the inside of my
God.
eye because
In
it
front of
fell.
all the
I didn't
kids?
have my goggles on, innit? Cause
You didn't have your goggles on?
No, it's so bad. I forgot to put them on.
Shabaz, sorry, you're a chemistry teacher. You've
Yeah,
got the
but
chemistry
what-
question wrong. You've not worn your goggles,
You-
which is rule
You
one.
burnt yourself. Was that in
Always
front of
wear
the
your
What
goggles.
happened
Was that
was,
in front
no,
of the kids?
the thing was,
Goggles on, straight away
The
goggles
technician
on.
was really crap. So the reaction's not meant to explode. The reaction is just
Yeah.
supposed to like fizz, and it looks really cool.
Oh my
So you
God.
don't necessarily need goggles for a reaction that's only fizzing.
Yeah.
But it's because she'd put hydrogen peroxide, 100% hydrogen peroxide, which you don't even use that. You dilute it down. Everybody knows you dilute it down. She just wanted a bigger
didn't know that.
reaction.
I didn't know that.
Caused a big reaction. Burnt through the girl's paper. The one who was sat in front of me burnt through her paper.
Oh my
Ended
God.
up shooting. I got one bit of catalyst in my eye here, and then obviously I left it in there, so my eye went. Then I had to get an eye wash, and then they got this swab, and they had to like take the eye thing out, wash my eyes out a couple of times. Every time they washed my eyes out, it was purple because it goes purple. It's a
Oh
really
my
nice colour.
gosh, lovely colour. Does that help us with the
Yeah,
thing?
does that help? Yeah, does that, yeah.
Wow, I bet you lost your shit at the technician.
Yeah, but I was also mates with her, and I didn't want to get her in trouble because I could have got her fired. But now I can say it was your fault.
Question 4. Said to be extracted from only sea snails, what is the most expensive colour to produce? Colour to produce?
Ooh. I remember.
Green. I don't know why.
I don't know about that.
Most expensive colour to produce is purple anyway.
It's purple.
is it?
Historically, it's always
Historically,
been
it's
purple.
purple. That's why none of the flags had purple, and all royalty always wore purple.
Royalty always wear
Wow.
purple.
Because you couldn't reproduce it unless you were really rich and it cost a shit ton.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
That's why none of the flags have it in.
And,
'Cause
and,
you have to keep
and
it
all the
really-
purples, like the robes
Wow.
are purple.
All their robes are not always purple. Like think about the Queen.
Yeah.
She, you
We
know,
should go with
Julius
purple,
Caesar,
shouldn't we?
not Julius, yeah, even Julius.
Yeah.
Even in Greek times, they wore the robes. They're
And
always
obviously, purple hand gang.
yeah.
Horrid Henry.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
My only question with that, though, is that would he put two questions where the answer is purple?
I don't know if it is purple though. I think he might be doing a Roy Jabiv. How many questions are there? I think he might be giving us a Roy Jabiv, so he might be red, orange, yellow. Every answer might be.
No, I like Barney, but I don't think he's that clever.
No, he's not that clever.
Number 5, the colour red appears on what percentage of the world's flag? Can be one above or below.
Flags.
How many countries
I
are
don't know if there's
Sorry, can I just say this is a really difficult question. He wants a percentage of the world's flag, and we only get a point if we're 1% above or below it.
It's ridiculously
I
hard.
think you're looking really high because if you think about pretty much every major flag has at least red, blue, or white in it. And the red, and then obviously you've got very small amount that don't. You could probably count the ones that don't have red in the flags.
Red is such a symbol of strength as well.
Yeah.
You know, they did an experiment to see if
It's my favourite colour.
Football teams in red playing against football teams in other colours, and red will always have it at the edge because of the colour.
What does that mean?
Red is more intimidating. Yeah, that's a new noise. You never made that before.
Yeah, but how do you explain Man City's reign?
Well, I think it's
And Real
marginal.
Madrid's
I think it's
reign.
marginal. I think it's
Yeah.
marginal. Yeah.
A bit like if you flip a coin, it's very slightly more likely to be heads because it's a little bit heavier.
Is
that
it?
side of the coin.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's very
Good to know.
minute, but it's a little bit heavier.
Wow.
What
I
was it?
think there is a few, like I know what you're saying and instantly going, oh, it's quite high, but then Scotland, Mexico,
Yeah, hello, Jack.
Jack's arrived.
Jamaica.
So Shabaz, this is Jack.
Hi, Jack. Jamaica.
Jamaica, Mexico doesn't have red.
But a lot of them do though.
And
I
So
think
you're looking
I
at
wanna-
about 70. No, about 80.
75?
I'd say about 80%.
It's the margin of
Okay, if you
error for
think about-
1%.
I know.
If you
It's
think
crazy.
if you think there are 200 and possibly 200 or 197, every country has their own version of how many countries there are in the world. There's 197
Nightmare.
countries, right? If we say 197, and out of them, possibly about 30 wouldn't have.
Really, I think it could be more than that.
I'm up for hanging my hat on 86%.
Go on with
I'd go 75. I'd actually maybe say 70.
85.
We need to come to
Let's
get an
go-
average
let's
out.
go
we need to
80,
get
let's go
closer to you.
80,
Let's go
let's go
80.
80.
Let's go 80 then. We'll come closer to you and we'll go 80.
That's a very difficult question. Should we do the answers?
Yeah, here we go. Intrigued
So-
by these.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued. So the genetic condition, but it's sometimes known as CVD, is colourblindness.
Nice. Simple answer.
1 for 1. Lovely. I like it when it's just an easy one first. Just
Yeah.
to
I'm going to be
set
really
you up.
annoyed about the thingy one.
This is the Alice Walker novel that became a cultural hit in 1985.
It might
we
not be
said
the colour purple.
the colour purple. It is the colour purple.
Yes.
Well done,
Well
Jake.
done.
Which element on the periodic table gets its name from the word for colour? We said copper. It is
Chromium.
chromium. I don't
Now,
think we even
Shabaz,
said that.
you're a chemistry teacher.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that though. I just don't
What do
know
you
why.
mean you wouldn't have said that?
Chromium just didn't. It's just a boring element.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 4, which is the most expensive colour, which is said to only be extracted from sea snails. We said purple. It is
I don't think it is purple.
imperial / Tyrian purple.
Tyrian purple. Yeah.
This,
purple.
We'll have
a
that.
moment
Imperial
like this,
purple.
we throw over to producer Connor.
Yeah, do we accept that? Purple? Yeah,
Imperial
look at
purple.
that.
Lovely. And then finally, the percentage of world flags with the colour red. We went 80. You thought 86. You said about 85.
Yeah. I'd
I
say
thought 70,
maybe
75.
75.
I honestly
maybe.
think it could be 90. I really do think it could be
I
that
can
high.
honestly think of so many off the top of my head, but don't. Ireland and Ivory Coast. Bang, back to back. Done.
Italy does have it. Hungary has it. Belgium.
Iceland. Actually, Iceland does a bit, I think.
Yeah, well, let's have a look.
Fair
then.
enough. Impatient.
I
We'll
need
have
to
a look
know.
then. It is
Such is the beauty of
76 to 78%.
Oh, 75. Let's go with 75. Yeah, we were right.
We wouldn't have got it for that.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
it's
It's because
77.
to get it, you'd be 77, so he'll accept between 76 and 78. Barney, if you're listening, which you are,
I think a 5% gap
I think a
would have been.
5%,
I think if we'd gone with 75, I think we
a
should have gone with
5% either side feels fair.
Even if we'd gone with 75, we wouldn't have got the point.
No, really? Why? 70...
So the answer's 77. We could have 1% either side, which is very harsh.
1%
Barney.
either side. Oh, wow.
That's
What about
two,
honey?
that's two,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were in the right area, weren't we?
We've just paused the pod
Very quickly.
very quickly because there's something quite urgent to tell you about.
Yeah.
We are trying hard. We are talking about things that we've never talked about before.
Yeah.
We're discussing subjects we've never even broached, but we're doing it on a place called Patreon.
Have you heard of it?
If you haven't, you're hearing about it right now.
Yeah.
Please come over for just £3 a month.
Please.
You can listen to some of this extra exclusive content and also help us to continue making the main pod. It's a no-brainer. Please.
Please.
All right, back to the pod.
Oh, this is a bit of you. Round 2.
Right, we've had Shabaz's round, now we're having my round.
What is this?
Round 2 is British game shows.
Oh, okay.
I feel good about this because in your former life you were a teacher. In my former life I was a TV producer. I'm trying to mention it more on the pod because I never do.
And as I mentioned,
Kidding, I bang on about it.
As I mentioned, I
all the
worked
time.
at H&M.
Why are you still not one?
Well, I'm still not one.
Not as bothered about that.
Sorry, we sort of overlooked Liam talking about his past life at H&M.
Sorry, what was it? What was your,
It's all valid.
what was your old job?
Worked at H&M.
Oh, lovely. Do you still get discount?
No.
Brilliant.
You
You don't
hated
know
it,
you
didn't you?
stay.
Yeah. No, honestly, talk about that stuff. It shouldn't have dwelled on that. at
No.
all.
Go on.
No.
So,
Talk about
back
game
to your
shows.
TV producer. Why are you not one?
Well, we're not one. It's more. Well, no one's really making TV anymore, so there's less jobs.
Making
Cool.
bloody good podcasts. So.
Making bloody good podcasts, and it'd be nice to make some money from them. So give us a follow on Patreon because we are doing bonus content. Maybe with Shabaz if he sticks around. Question number 1 in British game shows: who cheated their way into winning Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in 2001?
You want his name?
Yes.
Who? Guy Fury? No, that's not his. That's the guy that was.
Guy Fury.
Guy Fury.
What's his name? Guy Coleman.
Guy Gomer.
That was the guy that went on.
Guy
BBC.
Garvey.
Do you remember Guy Coleman? Was the guy
He's
who
not Guy
went on
Comer, Shabazz. He wasn't in a coma. Guy Gomer was
Guy
the
Gomer.
Guy Gomer. Do you remember Guy Gomer?
No.
He was
the bloke who went on
Went on
BBC
the-
by
Yeah,
accident.
This is
How
no.
did that happen?
That is brilliant.
Can I
What
tell
happened
you-
was he was in for I think he was going for an interview in the IT department.
Yeah.
But they had a segment about music streaming, which was sort of like it's a technique, a bit techie.
Yeah.
So I'm here for the interview. What's it about? Tech. Oh, come this way.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, and then they asked him about something, and then he was like,
I remember on the video, that is exactly great impression. I'd never seen such a visceral reaction to panic. It was like a...
"Yeah, you see it go
bottom
like,
lips up.
I've never seen such a visceral...
You do see it go in. You do see it like,
Oh,
Yeah.
it was quite camp actually. It was like, oh dear,
Yeah.
what's happened here?
And then he just committed to it. I bet a little bit of him thought, like, maybe it's just how they do it. I don't know.
job interviews.
Yeah.
And
To be fair, we were chatting to with Jack, one of our other producers, who basically said like he had an interview for being a sound recorder at Coronation Street. They did the interview on set, just trying to show off to him like this is where you could be.
yeah,
Can we doing it here, mate?
sounds about right. Sounds like a northern thing to
Ken
do.
Barlow sits there.
So the documentary is actually number 4 on Netflix at the moment, and I put it on last night, and then I turned it off because I was like, nah, I want to watch something else. So I'm now annoyed because I would have had that answer for
I'm
it.
just going to warn you, when you do watch it, it's not a documentary. It's a 3-part drama that was made about it.
Oh yeah, like
So
a
I'd
retelling,
hate for you
innit?
to be thinking like
No, like a
this is
retelling.
They got some quite good footage of him at the time, didn't they?
yeah, like how they got this many angles.
I mean retelling. It's a
Multicam.
Lucky they were
It's,
filming his
it's an
home life.
ITV thing, isn't it? A dramatisation.
It was Major Charles Ingram was his name.
Yeah.
And the system was basically that his mate in the audience,
Was
he'd
coughing.
go through the answers. Is it A? No. Is it B? No. Is it C?
yeah.
Is it D? And then he got through. Yeah,
In fairness, he did get caught. I don't think we can give him that much credit.
it's one of the all-time famous cheating scandals. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that.
Didn't he get away with that?
Vibrating anal beads in the chess competition a couple of years ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong, famous cheater.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Who hosts the 1% Club? Lee Mack.
Lovely.
Number 3. Where in Scotland is the Traitor's Castle?
Oh, that's so
Ivan
hard.
S.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
How do you know?
Because they say that, don't they?
I know it's in the
good.
Highlands, but
Yeah,
Inverness is
isn't
right
that
at the top.
Inverness in the high?
yeah, it's right at the top.
Just
Yeah.
fascinated from how
Lovely.
sort of vague your knowledge is.
Only
on some
reason
things
why,
and then
okay,
so
I don't know for
specific.
sure, but I was meant to be on season 1 of The Traitors. I turned
Really?
it down.
Turn it down because.
I'll tell you later.
Really?
Oh.
So they called me and said, would you like to be on this show? It's a game show, we're hosting it. You play these activities up in the Scottish Highlands. I was like, absolutely not. Don't do activities, don't do PE, don't want to do it. And then when it came on TV, I was like, damn. Now, if celebrity traitors happens, call me.
Question number 4. Which 90s show had the largest game show set in Europe?
Gladiators.
Are you sure?
It would have been, because that set was huge. Oh, Crystal Maze, Gladiators, Fort Boyard, Blind Date. Blind Date set wasn't very big. Was it a game show? I would say Fort Boyard or Crystal Maze.
Fort Boyard is massive.
Yes, it was a massive
It was
castle.
like,
like
it was like a big castle on an island, and it was like lots of challenges in different zones, and you'd run around doing it.
Fort Boyard.
Fort Boyard was massive, and they had a big fat castle, but Crystal Maze was also a set in it. It was massive.
But I remember Richard Osman talking on Rest of Entertainment about Total Wipeout and how there
That was the 90s or 2000s.
Was that the 2000s?
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like that was 2000s.
Fort Boyard.
Fort Boyard. It's got to be
it's
because it
Fort
was a full
Boyard.
castle,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Crystal Maze, though, indoor had so many different ones, so it could be Crystal Maze.
Number 5. How many boxes are there in Deal or No Deal?
24.
I was going to go 22, personally.
I was going to say 23.
There's 11. There's 12 and 12. 24. Or
24.
there are
20, but
22
one of them-
sealed boxes. It's 22 sealed boxes.
You sure?
Because Noah Edmund says it at the beginning.
22
Does he
sealed
say
boxes?
22 or 24 sealed
I
boxes?
think
20.
I think it is because then do you remember for a while when it was Noel Edmonds they added a thing called the 23 boxes up, and whatever you ended with at the end you could choose to pay for box 23
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
box
yeah,
23
and it's
either-
11 numbers on each side.
and box 23 either had, so like if you won like if you end up with a tenner you'd definitely go, well I might as well buy box 23, and the options what could have been in box 23 was you just leave what you've already got, nothing changes, halve your money, nothing at all, double your money, or like plus 10 grand.
See?
So
22.
It's an extra gamble, but I think it was 22 and then 23.
22
was
sounds right.
You really have the vibe of someone who would have been a sort of Deal or No Deal contestant.
Loved Deal or No Deal.
Do you know what I mean by that as well?
You bang on.
I don't know
Yeah.
what. It's such a hard thing to
Bang on.
distinguish
Love.
and sort of articulate. But you reek of being a Deal or No Deal contestant.
I would have gone.
Yeah.
I would have gone. Bank could give me off. I'd be like, no, put the phone down every single time. I was meant to be on Deal or No Deal. Went to do audition. Went all the way to Bristol, but they wanted me to stay in. They wanted you to stay in a hotel for until you get picked. Don't
Yeah,
you? So
yeah,
a couple of
yeah, you
months,
got
and
to.
I
You like
was,
live
I
in
was
there, don't you?
uni,
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I sent an audition tape to Deal or No Deal when I was about 19.
Audition? Why do you have to audition for Deal or No?
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they ask you questions. They ask you all sorts of questions.
No, I just sent in a self tape just to
Oh
like.
yeah, I went. I did that.
So I
and
sent
then
a self
went
tape in. It was.
into-
I saw it the other day. It's fucking horrific. Absolutely
Wait, you
horrific.
found it?
Yeah, I found it.
Can we put that on Patreon?
Yeah, put it up.
We'll put it on
Oh,
Patreon.
come
It's
on.
horrific.
Please.
It's so bad. I'm 18. I'm so skinny. I'm sat on my bedroom in my mum's in like the house I grew up, and I'm thinking like I need a joke, but it's such a scripted joke. It's delivered so scripted. Like,
No,
so,
don't give it all away.
oh yeah.
They're paying for it.
This is why we need to spend more time with Shabaz. This is why we need to spend
Tell
more
them
time
what
with
they're paying
Shabaz.
for. Don't tell
This
them
is
what
why
they're
he's doing so well. And
Yeah, they pay for it, and you'll get the full thing later. Moving on.
honestly, you really want to see it. It's super cringe. All right, so we've had a good go at round 2. I feel quite confident. The only one we're a bit unsure about is this Fort Boyard thing, but let's see. So, British game show
I'd say I'm
answers.
gonna say Crystal Maze though. No,
Well, hang on. Do you want to change it? Then?
no, I'd say just leave it for now, and then we'll
Well, we can't. There is no for now. We're in. This is it.
Yeah.
well just edit it. And say
Also,
we'll
we've
say
not,
Crystal Maze.
we've not had a 5 out of 5 for any of the Manchester episodes. It would be good to get one Manchester
Really
5 out of
nice.
5.
Oh
we could
yeah,
get
that's a
that
shame.
done.
So
Yeah.
edit it to make it sound right.
Question number 1. Who cheated their way? It was Charles Ingram. 1 point. 1% Club is indeed hosted by Lee Mack.
Lee Mack, yeah.
2 points. Now, is the Traitors Castle in Inverness for 3 points? It is.
Well done.
Here we go. Our trickiest question of the
Shit.
bunch. The one we're most unsure of. The biggest set
Oh, I'm
in
gonna say Crystal
Europe.
Maze.
The 90s show was the Crystal
I
Maze.
told you because
no.
Crystal Maze had loads of because what I was thinking was Fort Boyard had like a castle, but Crystal Maze had those different rooms, didn't
Let's
they?
do a version. Let's do a version and leave it up
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Connor
go.
as to what he'll do.
Right.
Where we did change it and we went Crystal Maze.
Can we get
We're not
5
doing
points? What do you think, Crystal Maze?
It was a Crystal Maze. No, we can't. We didn't get it. And number 5.
Oh,
is-
you even said change it
Yeah, I know. Why did you say not change it?
because I thought you got to go with what you first said.
you
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 22 boxes on Deal or No Deal. So let's still celebrate
Well, it
that.
is good, but-
let's still celebrate that. 4 out of 5. Like Liam said, we've done a few episodes in Manchester this weekend, and none of them and I'm not blaming the guests, but in none of the episodes, collectively as a team, have we come close to feeling like this is a 5 out of 5.
We haven't actually got double figures at all.
I know, and this just feels like the one.
Could have done it.
Yeah, should have done it.
Yeah.
So 4 out of 5. We spoke a lot about the Shabaz before the fame.
Mm-hmm.
How did you go from Shabaz the teacher to Shabaz the megastar?
I was in, it was lockdown, and then straight. Well, I've been making content since 2014, which people don't know.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, a long time. And so overnight success takes about 10 years in it. So I was, grafting. But I got busy with like school and like I used to work.
Was it tricky doing that whilst you were a teacher? Was that like.
At first, yeah, it was. Prior to lockdown, the world wasn't online, was it? It wasn't like an online world, and the teaching world was so behind on it. Like I went into the school and introduced like a radio station or podcast studio. I introduced all these things. So I was like, why don't we get the kids involved in something like have a school radio, have a school podcast, or have a school newsletter, or like digital stuff like end of year video, testimony videos. You know, when the kids year 11s are leaving, get all the teachers in the school to record the messages, and I'd edit it together and put them up a video, and like all of these like sound really lame in 2026, but in 2017 it was a new, like people were like, oh, what, you can do that? And I was like, yeah, schools need to catch up. So I was just making videos, and they had a problem with it. They got over it because I was like, well, I'll just go.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Did you making content? They're like, you can't be doing that. You're a teacher.
Yeah, they did. They like a full I had a full meeting and everything, and I just turned around and said, look, respectfully, I know what I'm doing. Unless I'm doing something, I know not to contact kids. I know not to, like, my comments are blocked. You can't say certain things. I don't discuss pupils on there. There's certain set of rules, and they were like, as long as you follow these, fine, do it. But if at any point somebody brings up something you've said and they sue you or whatever, then we can't be held liable. And I was like, all right, cool. After that, like the head teacher that pulled me in for the meeting, like a week later, she was like, oh my God, my daughter loves your videos. You know, so they loved it. Then lockdown happened, and then all the teachers sort of like were making funny videos and like whatever, and then it was okay. So since then it was fine. And then I left because it just sort of kicked off.
And the numbers involved
it just went mental.
Oh, like, I mean, what? I mean, I don't want to embarrass you by making you say it, but like, it is 2 million, right, or something like that.
The reason I know my numbers, and I never look at them, but the reason I know them is because somebody said my content wasn't high quality and it was niche. So I went to give them my numbers just to be like, well, it's not very niche, is it? 2.1 million on TikTok, 2 million on Instagram, 400,000 on Threads, which is a very new app. So 400,000.
What's that like on Threads?
Really fun. Super left wing, woke as shit. Yeah. Like if anyone says anything offensive, you read the comments, they will get destroyed. So someone comes on there going, I don't understand all this immigration stuff. We'll just read the comments. There'll be 3,000 comments, and every single one of them are giving them.
Do you know what? It's the first time I've heard the word woke not used as an insult for ages. Quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Woke as shit. Come on, let's all have a good time.
No,
like,
absolutely.
It's like the first time I've not heard a sort of like angry man using it as a stick to beat you with.
Because it wasn't invented for that. You've just adopted these angry gammon heads have just adopted this word as if it's like an offensive thing. When they call me woke,
sorry,
I'm like,
Connor.
What am I getting belted?
It's weird. Life must be weird now because you sort of like joke about like we're called the Povos. You're not from an affluent background, yet you're sort of hanging out with proper A-listers. He's on red carpets more than he's on laminated flooring. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah, imposter syndrome is massive up north. I think we suffer from it a lot up north because it's a small town. Sort of your northerners aren't going to amount to much, and like it's always been that thing. So we really live with that. We really live with the idea of like, should I be here? Should this be happening? And I was watching like the Take That documentary, and he said it in there, and I was like, that's so wild that even when they were at the height of their fame, they were still questioning, because these northern lads were still questioning, should this be happening? Am I deserving of this? So it's still there. Like every single time I'm on a carpet, people always go like, you look jarred, and I'm like, it's because I look out at all these photographers screaming my name, and I'm like, should I be here? And I'm still constantly like, oh my God, should I be here? Like I've been on trips where Disney's flown me out to LA, and I'm still sat on the flight back going, what just happened? Like, should somebody else be here? Like, why me? So,
in the north,
I do think that is still a bit healthy though, as well, isn't it?
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? You don't
absolutely.
become sort of accustomed to it and then expectant of that.
I just don't want to be arrogant, and I think so. For me, I think what I've done is I've allowed that voice to sit there, and it does sit there, which keeps me humble, but it doesn't dictate what I do with the world and how I see myself. Also, I will say I have such a massive community of people that are constantly blowing smoke at my ass. Like, it is just the thing that, oh, you're amazing. My DMs are filled. I can show you DMs are filled with, I love your videos. I love everything you do. And you're constantly told you're amazing. If you have only ever known that world, then that's all you are ever going to think you are. So when you walk into a room, you're going to think, I'm the shit. And that's what a lot of these younger creators do. When you meet them, they do act like their shit doesn't stink. They don't have that ability to know that, listen, if somebody clicked, if at the end of the day, if Elon Musk closed down your account or decided, what are you? Who are you? You don't know who you are because you've not learned who you are. All you've learned is a figure, a person that people are telling is amazing. You've not learnt life experience, so it is tough.
It's very important to have friends that make you feel very grounded indeed. They'll really tell you that you're not necessarily the shit.
That's why I hang around with like people who don't have.
And that your shit does stink, and that you've left it as a floater in the toilet of my room.
I think you need to wipe your ass properly.
Yeah, that's what. Sorry, we just talked about our very specific shit story that we shared there.
Sorry, that was a really lovely message.
Just take it down a notch, but no. But in saying that, this is the reason why I hang around with this is why I hang around people who don't have much.
Yeah,
because then it keeps me humble.
Look, I mean, it's kind of silly sort of asking you this when you've got 4 million on social media and we've got, but we've
got a listener.
So Shabaz, we want to give you a few of our followers. So we would like you to tell everyone, where they can find you on social media.
I'm at Shabaz Says on everything.
Let's make that go from 2 million on Insta to 3, guys. Let's try and do it all together. Look, you've had a lot of achievements, sure. You've been hanging out with James Cameron, Sarah Jessica Parker, Florence Pugh, sure. But have you been on a pub quiz pod and got a 5 out of 5? No. So let's try and make that happen in the final round, shall we?
Which is true or false?
Okay,
We've got a great chance with this.
It's true, actually.
So, number 1, true or false? The Best Breasts of Britain competition has been won by Suzanne Horsham-White every year since 2003.
It seems too specific to be false.
But is it? I'll be annoyed if it's one of them where it's like, actually, she lost it for the first time in 2024.
I don't think she's won it every year. There are definitely post TikTok generation. There are definitely a pair of tits out there that are going to be clearly the social media age. In 2003, from 2003 up until like 2020, she probably was winning them. And then 2020, internet happened like massively. TikToks, OnlyFans. I'm sorry, the girls are getting
the competition of chicks is so wide. But at the same time, why would he ask it? Because
the best breasts of Britain.
It might be that she runs the company. It's just so neat. It's not like something
you don't actually. Can I just say, you don't reckon it's something to do with like poultry?
Oh,
it's like a bit of and you go like, get your minds out the gutter.
That is very
she's not
clever.
The best
she's a chicken farmer.
Breast.
Chicken farmer.
Liam, that's genius.
I'm gonna say yeah. Then
I think
and
she's
won it.
Also,
Suzanne Horsham-White sounds like someone.
A farm. It really does. Sounds really.
She doesn't give me someone with tits. She gives me someone with like a farm.
True or false? No British Prime Minister has ever been assassinated.
No,
I saw this recently.
False.
It's false, yeah. I saw this recently.
Who got assassinated that was British?
His name was Spencer Perceval. In the 1700s.
Sitting.
He was Prime Minister.
Oh, I forget. We've got loads of them, innit?
Yeah, you forget. Way back then, lot. Assassinated in the House of Commons, I think.
Absolutely, yeah, we have had them, yeah. Because I forget all the old ones.
Number 3, true or false? The oldest dog in the world was a Shih Tzu in 1989 called Pig, who lived to be 26. Do we think 26 is the oldest? I think it might have been a dog
when they give these really specific ones, it's like, well, yeah, it is true. Otherwise, why have you just put something so specific?
Because, okay, so if you look at where it could be false, the oldest dog in the world was a Shih Tzu. So the Shih Tzu, it might not have been a Shih Tzu. It might have been another animal.
But I'd hate that if he did that, because that'd be annoying, wouldn't it? If it's like, oh, actually, it wasn't the Shih Tzu.
But that's what it could be, because it's very specific. So it'll be.
It might be specific. Do you know what it might be? He might have gone, well, no, it's wrong, because actually the oldest pig in the world, who died in 1989, was called Shih Tzu. You know what I mean?
It could be.
Something like that.
The oldest pig in the world was called Shih Tzu, born in 1989 and lived to be 26.
I think I feel like 26 is quite an age for a dog. When do they die?
So, smaller the dog, longer they live. Little fact for you. Normally around, I've known dogs to be like 18, 19, 20. I've known a few be about that age. So like 6 years older than that isn't...
Also, why would you actually, thinking about it, a Shih Tzu looks so little like a pig. Why would you say, but that's what I'm going to call it, pig?
I just think 26 is... I think a dog might have surpassed 26.
Let's try false.
False on this?
Yeah. Number 4, true or false, in Australia, more people are killed by horses than sharks per year.
Sharks don't actually kill that many people compared to,
And I'm imagining in the outback.
I feel like
a lot of horses.
I mean, there's a lot of sharks though. There are a lot of sharks.
But I don't think there's loads of shark deaths, are there?
No, I think this is one of
shark
those ones.
deaths, no, but there's a lot of
There's a lot of people with horses.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it could actually be a landslide.
What, that kills more people than sharks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was horrible. That was horrible. Like, either ignore it or give it a good. Don't you two sit there and give me a.
Yeah. Well, what did you expect from that?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know what I expected. Bang it! Oh, no, we've got some clapping over there.
Clip it up.
Unbelievable. Get that clip, Tom. Get a clip on you. Bleeding clip. Very good.
Number 5, true or false? The mystery novelist Agatha Christie was an avid surfer.
I did read that somewhere.
True.
Oh, really?
She actually was, yeah. Because there's an episode in Doctor Who where he goes back to meet Agatha Christie and she mentions it in there. She mentions something weird in there and he's like, oh, did you? So it might not be surfing, but there's something she did that was weird. That was
So what we've got from that is Agatha Christie was in Doctor Who.
And surfing is weird.
She did something that you would never think Agatha Christie would do. But then don't put that in if it's wrong, right? Because the Doctor Who lot, Doctor Who lot are mad. I hosted the Doctor Who podcast, and my God, they went for me.
Really?
Racist bastards, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had so much abuse. I did not realise how brown I was until I did that podcast.
The Doctor Who podcast?
Yeah, it was awful.
They were racist.
And they were
What did they say
horrendous.
to you? What did they
You
say
should
to
have
you?
read the comments. Anything that you can possibly... They were going in. But the thing was, it was Shooty doing the podcast, so obviously he's black. Then the girl that was doing it was a black girl and I was an Asian man, so they're like, what did these brown people know about Doctor Who?
Oh
But, like,
my
I grew up
God.
on it. My dad watched in the 60s.
hell.
So
Bloody hell.
Whoa.
they were awful. Anyway, sorry to put a damper on it.
No,
it's
it's
all
all
right.
right.
So
It's
if
fine.
there's a Doctor Who bit,
Worth
just cut it
saying.
out.
Yeah, more of that, if anything.
Or clip it, it'll get loads of views.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll take one for the team, just clip it. Right, I'll take one for the team. Clip it, I'll get loads of views, I'll go viral. Just filter the comments out.
Should we do the answers?
Right, okay.
This is our penultimate chance to get 5 out of 5 in Manchester. If it doesn't happen,
yeah,
I don't
hope
think...
it happens for you. But then you've always got a chance tomorrow with the next person, haven't you?
Yeah, true. And I'm sure Ski will do really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't get.
Why did you laugh? Yeah, I was trying to
15.
give you a good soundbite for the podcast. Shit, innit?
They'll love it. They'll love that.
innit?
Shit, innit?
innit?
Shit, innit?
First guess to go shit, innit?
Good format, execution. Shit, innit?
Here we go.
All right.
True or false? The best Breast of Britain competition has been won by the same person since 2003.
Oh.
We said what we actually think that this is a poultry farmer.
I think you're very clever.
And
by
she
saying
and
that.
this brand have the best chicken breasts every year. And this is false.
False. So just cross that.
That is so annoying.
So
'cause
he's
that-
just basically gone best breasts in Britain, and he just picks a random woman and thought, yeah, she hasn't won every
Yeah,
time.
but
What's the point of asking?
Thing is, though, we don't know what bit of that is false. Is all of it false? Is
it's
there
all
even
false.
a
but
competition?
The best
basically,
bits of Britain is false?
She's just not won them.
Was it Suzanne Horsham Black that actually won it every
No,
year?
Suzanne
Like-
Horsham White actually won it up until lockdown.
Let's search
And then
it.
in
Just
lockdown,
quickly,
everyone's
very
tits came out.
Suzanne Horsham White.
Suzanne Horsham White. I mean, what are we going to find? Look at the tits on her!
Go Google images.
Suzanne Horsham. Honestly, nothing about her.
I'm just getting pictures of Horsham.
All right, best of Britain, best breasts of Britain
I'm
competition.
just, Hazan?
No, because
Suzanne
it might not be
Horsham
her.
White
He might have
tits.
made the name wrong. He might have given a fake
safe
name.
search.
Safe
Got
search
safe
on.
search on. Beat breasts soft.
Best breasts.
Beast breasts is what he's
Oh.
wrote. Bust in Britain was sung competition.
Yeah.
He looks like he's just made the whole
Just
thing
made
up.
the whole
Made
thing
up-
up.
made up the
The
whole thing.
competition's made up.
Yeah.
The woman's made up.
What a
Well, 5 out of 5's out the
Yeah,
window.
what a tit.
True or false? No British Prime Minister has been assassinated. We said false. It was false. Spencer Perceval.
That's quite
Good bit of knowledge there, Jake. Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah.
Cheers for supporting that.
True or false? The oldest dog in the world was a Shih Tzu called Pig, who lived to be 26.
What did we say?
We
True.
said
it's false.
False.
It was false.
Yeah. Well, which part's false?
I
Barney?
know. Barney, that
Elaborate,
extra bit of
Barney.
information gives us the sort of like adrenaline rush. No,
I
it was
know.
false, and because it was actually a big cool Shih Tzu.
I think I've had a word with you about this before, Barney. You just keep doing it every time you send them in. Right, true or
So
false?
much potential.
We're gonna have
In
to
the
get
street-
someone else.
You're worse than fucking Alfie.
In Australia, more people are killed by horses than sharks per year. We said that's true.
And if it is true, I'd love to know the statistics.
I don't
True.
think it's-
True.
I don't
No.
think we're not expecting
No
much
stats
from
there.
Barney, are we?
No stats. Come on, Barney.
Finally, true or false?
Probably had a funeral to get to.
Hey! Yes. Callback. That's linked the whole episode up nicely.
True or false? The mystery novelist Agatha Christie was an avid surfer.
You said true.
You'd read that she was into something weird.
She was
innit?
into something weird. I just know it was really odd. Like I think it might have been BDSM, but maybe surfing.
libel. The answer is
She's dead.
True.
True.
Yeah, it was surfing because she did say something
Well done.
weird
Very
on
nice.
that Doctor Who podcast episode that I watched.
So that is an 11 out of 15, which is by far our best
I
score.
would say
in
the Crystal
Manchester, in
Maze one we
Manchester.
have to give so 12 out of 15.
You're just going to give that to us, are you?
Absolutely.
Chris-
It's
Crystal
11 or 12 out of 15.
Crystal Maze would have got us a 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
it would've changed the whole
honestly,
game.
I think we should just have a 5 out of 5. It'll make more viewers.
Yeah, but
Right.
the viewers that we have will be fuming about it.
They don't need to know.
They will need
How
to know.
will they know? 'Cause
Because
we
we're
just-
honest. Doing a version where we take out the sort of like wondering whether we will or won't lie about it will just be such a nightmare edit. So they know
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Shabaz, 11 out of 15. It's the best score
12.
we've had in Manchester. 11 or 12 out of 15 is the best score we've had in Manchester.
Perfect.
I would say one of the most knowledgeable guests we've had, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one of the most giving
Best-
guests
best
we've
fact,
ever had as
best
well.
fact.
Best fact. Basically, I know you said you don't want to surround yourself with people blowing smoke up your ass, but get your ass ready because it's going to get nice and busy with the smoke I've got.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And also never asked a guest to get their ass ready either. So there's lots of firsts for everyone on the
Yeah.
pod.
Would you do a little review of Barney's quiz? Maybe a score out of 10 and just your thoughts on the range
I
of
liked
questions?
it. I thought it was good. I think he some out of 10, possibly 6.5, 7.
7.
You wanted to give 6.
I think
You wanted to give
the
6. You gave the half because you felt bad, and you gave the 7 because you looked at us thinking that half was
7,
bad.
6.5,
Okay.
because I think there were elements like this bit where he didn't give us a fact. It's a bit random with
yeah.
Sue's,
There was a bit where he said he's hosting funerals but elaborated no further.
yeah, but
Do let us know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do actually.
I do think he's a good quiz master. I think some of the
Yeah.
very varied quiz questions. Just, I know actually they were quite good. I've forgotten. We've chatted
It
about it.
was good actually. It was a
Actually
good
good.
It was
quiz.
good. You know what? 7.5.
No,
7.5. 7.5.
yeah.
7.5.
No, they were actually really good questions. The colours
They
one
were
were
good.
really good, weren't they?
What are you knocking 2.5 off for?
Yeah, I knock it off for the true and false.
Yeah.
I think that breast one really has really annoyed me because that would have been our 5 out of 5, and I think he's mugged us off
Yeah,
there.
you're right. With something that he hasn't explained what the
Yeah.
why,
So I tell
why
you
is he
what,
asked
you
back?
give us the breast, you give us Crystal Maze, we're looking at 30. Yeah, I mean,
We
it's
are
Yeah.
just 5 out of 5. Yeah.
That would have been our 5 out of 5, and I think he messed us around because technically, if the fact doesn't exist, what did we say? True or false?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just sort
So
of
then
pointless,
it's yeah.
Well, Barney, thank you so much for sending your quiz in.
And there'll be more, I'm sure.
Please, we need them. But if you run a quiz or you know someone who runs a pub quiz, send it in. We want to answer it. I mean, you might get bloody Shabaz answering it. Thank you so much to Barney.
We're not done yet.
The Snooty Fox in Canterbury.
Quizzer of the quiz.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shabaz.
Yeah, probably. Well, we do a
What's
thing
this?
called Quizzer of the Quiz, which is like player of the match, who in our team was like standout performer.
Well, I didn't know some of them.
You did. It's definitely you.
I think it was
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
You answered the
Okay, I
most. You
appreciate
looked the
that.
best.
That's nice. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
You turned
I
out
did,
talk the
really,
best. Talk the best.
Okay, fine.
You look like how I think I look.
No, I'll take that. Okay, brilliant.
That's my problem. That's what I'm taking from this. But thanks for coming. And thank you to our returning quizmaster Barney from the Snooty Fox in Canterbury. His quiz runs every Thursday at 8 p.m. He's a great quizmaster. You should go and see it. And a massive thank you, of course, to Shabaz for joining our quiz team today. Thank you. See you on Patreon. Goodbye.